Sundays for the man. Got Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. Got Sundays for the man. We're talking Sundays for the man. Got Sundays for the man. On Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. You got Sundays for the man. Roxbury softball. Got Sundays for the man. On Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. You got Sundays for the man. Sundays for the man. Woo! And we are back Sundays for the Men on a Thursday edition here at Roxbury, New York. Mayor's Committee, the beer guys here taking out last week's bottles.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Not a surprise, although it is Thursday. He's usually a Wednesday guy. We are back to recap what's been going on in the league and preview tomorrow night's and the weekend games. Lots to talk about, but before we do that, you got Ricky here, as always. To my left, you have former mayor of Roxbury, Anthony Alaka. You have just this guy that ended up in our lives somehow, Big Daddy Greg.
Hello.
You have former mayor of Roxbury, Sean Bagz Rudolph.
And as always, I'd like to remind everybody that Bobford has full-blown AIDS and Trotter's got a light switch cock.
And speaking of Trotter, we got him as the last one at the round table today. Bill, say hello to the people.
Hi.
Really enthusiastic. Good start to the show. First, before we get into last Sunday's results, I think we could all agree that we're all glad that Boston didn't win another championship last night.
Thank God.
Yes. And my bank account's glad.
St. Louis Blues pulled it off, thankfully, because it's been 4 months since Boston celebrated a championship. So
Yeah, take it easy.
St. Louis's first Stanley Cup win, too, so congrats.
it is.
Yeah, and I sprinkled a little cashola on the Blues, so I'm happy about that also.
Hey, you'll take it.
I'll take what I can get.
Blues get you the green.
That's right. And I'm happy for that girl that was sick. That got to go
little
on the
Layla.
ice. Yeah.
I can't
was
watch that
nice.
stuff. I tear up every time.
Hope her name goes on the cup.
She got to kiss it. She got to kiss the cup.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
That
Anyway,
was cool.
fuck Boston, and thank God for the Blues. It's the off-season. But it is the on-season in Roxbury softball, and lots to talk about from last Sunday, a full slate of games. And the 10 a.m. game was an instant classic, was it not, Anthony?
It was a shootout. A good old-fashioned shootout.
It was something to watch. Bombers, Castaways, 10 a.m. What's the problem, Greg?
You skipping Friday?
We didn't recap last Friday?
No, Friday just happened.
Yeah. What? Today's Thursday.
No, last Friday.
The 7th. You did not recap
We didn't
the
recap
7th.
the
You
7th.
jumped right into Sunday.
Come on, penis.
Should we start this over? Or
Fucking Ricky.
I'm not starting over. Fuck that. What were the Friday games? Oh,
It was the fog night, remember?
shit. It was Fog Night.
It was foggy Friday.
That was tough. You know what? Maybe I mentally blocked it out because the Bombers put a shellacking on the Goons with an F squad, if you want to call it that. Mike Val played with one hand and did better than he's ever done before in his life.
He went 4 for 4 with one arm.
Obviously faking an injury because he didn't play 2 days later. He's a bitch, and I call him out, and I will fight him once he's 100% healthy. Although it seems 100% healthy to me. He's hitting balls with one hand, and he's the greatest softball player of all time.
And he'll probably throw you over the field.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
I take Val with one arm over
I'll
you.
fight every Bomber there is without fear.
And you'll
Including
end up,
Mike
and
Val.
you'll end up in the hospital.
That doesn't matter. I don't care.
Okay.
I'm just not going to back down. Anyway, fuck him. It was Fog Night, and Bill the score because I wasn't prepared for this.
It
It
was
was a run rule, wasn't it?
No,
No, it was not. We played 7. Oh, no, we
No,
did
we-
get
yeah.
run-rolled in the
No, you
7.
Got
Yeah,
run
because
rolls in
I
the
threw-
7.
Sean Bagz threw a ball into the dugout, and Walter was taking extra bases up by 14.
Yep,
I
I
guess he
remember.
just wanted to go home. So,
Yeah.
so we did get run-ruled. So we lost by 15. I don't care what the score was, and that was Fog Night.
20-5. I
And there
think.
were a couple plays where
18-3.
When Ross in right center and AJ in right, where the ball went up in the air and they both looked at each other and simultaneously said, I had no idea. And the ball landed near the fence. Timmy Monahan had a game. A few triples. I think he put one out.
Heard he almost passed away after the game,
Well, that's a given. But I'm not going to blame it all on the fog. We're pretty terrible. We were missing guys. And so far, Anthony's power ranking prediction is spot on as far as the Goons not only being the worst team down here, but us having a hard time fielding a team. So go straight to hell, Anthony, but I respect it. And then on Fog Night, was it also Castaways Phlegm?
Yes.
And that was kind of back and forth for a little bit, right?
Yeah, we scored 8 runs in the first inning, and then we didn't score a run for like 3 innings, and before you know it was 8-5, and then we scored a couple, and they scored a couple more. We wound up winning the game 15-7.
Okay.
And there was a big mistake by Brian Bauman. He tagged up on a fly ball when they were having a big inning, and he left early, and we appealed. We turned a double play.
And he totally left early.
And he totally left early too. Which
It wasn't even close.
It kind of changed the game. If that wouldn't have happened, they could have scored a couple more runs. They could have made it a little more tighter than it was. So
I'll tell you, we had an early nominee for Play of the Year in that game. What's it? Kyle Clifford? Is that his last name? Clifford? Leonard. I don't know why I thought Clifford on the back of the
Thinking about
jersey.
big red dogs, everyone's wearing red
Kyle
shirts.
Clifford. I'm wearing a red shirt. Billy's wearing blue. He's a chode.
And Greg's wearing gray.
Wearing gray. For those of you who care. We had a camera set up, but
here
Billy
we
took
go.
it down because
Yeah,
it
it was
only had
weird.
Greg in the frame, so we didn't want to subject you to that.
Fair.
But
It would have got flagged by YouTube if we put Greg on YouTube.
Kyle Leonard.
Not Clifford.
yeah,
Kyle Clifford made a hell of a diving play and somehow kept the ball in his glove. This kid's a ball player.
I think he went like 5 for 5 too.
What color does he wear next year? Is he wearing phlegm yellow next year?
I think he's wearing corp yellow next year. To be honest,
Is he from down here or is he off the beach?
He's
Living down
he's got
here.
ties to Quackenbush, family ties.
He's living down here right now.
I'm Batman.
He's living with Lindsay Calder's house.
He's not Batman.
He's Batman.
You're too slow.
Anyway, excellent play, pretty good game. Fog games. The weather was crazy, and I got to tell you, after those games, classic fun night up at the Mayor's after those games.
From what I remember, yeah. Riding my bike home drunk at 2 a.m. and the fog was a lot of
The
fun.
most fun version of Greg was out. I had a great time. Timmy was not here.
Thank God.
Timmy Harrison.
Timmy's dead.
I mean, God rest his soul.
Yeah, it was good knowing him.
He had a good run. He gave it his all. We hope to see him before August. So that was the Friday night games. Are you happy now, Greg?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Can I go to Sunday now?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, Sunday, 10 a.m. It was Castaways Bombers, and as I said about 10 minutes ago, instant classic, barn burner of a game. Final score when it was all said and done, and the Bombers started this game with 8 guys. It was back and forth. I mean, both teams slugging it out, but when it was all said and done, 23-21 Bombers. A bit of a heartbreaker for the Castaways, Anthony?
Yeah, I thought with that team I thought we really had a shot, but we couldn't hold them at all. Every time we'd score runs, they'd score like more runs. So it was that typical game where we gave them an inch, they took a mile. We made a lot of errors. They hit the ball. Timmy Monahan, I think, again, had like 12 RBIs that game.
Yeah.
I think you guys were the first team in Roxbury history to score 21 runs in a game and still lose.
I think so, too.
No, I think it's happened before.
I don't know.
I remember the Lantinis losing a game like
I've never seen a game
20-something to 20-something.
I don't know, man. I never seen this game that high.
But they went to
high
extra
scoring.
innings. That was a 7-inning game.
Yeah.
That was the longest 7 innings of my life.
It
was a great game, though.
It was fun to watch.
Oh yeah.
A fun game to watch. Probably a
Definitely-
fun game to play.
Definitely the
in.
game of the day.
Absolutely. As I
Yeah.
looked at. Well, yeah. Clearly.
I really can't really say much on the Baka Shaka game because I was drinking up here the whole time and I wasn't paying attention.
So 23-21 Bombers. 11:30 game at the Sharks at the Goons. The Goons home opener, and
How'd that go?
didn't really make a difference.
We didn't get mercy. That's the one. That's the positive out of
We
it.
played 7.
You didn't cover, though.
We didn't cover. We lost by 13 runs.
18 to
5. And, yeah, it didn't feel like that much of a bloodbath when we were out there, but I guess it was a bloodbath.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
You guys suck.
Really nothing else to say about it.
What was I didn't really get to watch the game. What was...
I mean, the Sharks hit, and we
Yeah,
did not.
they ripped the ball constantly in the early innings too. I think they put up a 7 spot in the first inning and then they put up like a 5 spot in the second inning.
I mean, there were a couple fielding issues. We're having a hard time throwing the ball from the left side of the infield to the right side.
And
Yeah.
and AJ was in left center, which was a bit of an issue.
Our team's having that problem as well.
AJ didn't really hurt us that much in left center. I think one ball was hit over his head and he like fell, and that was funny.
We
So
also
we'll
had
take
two.
that.
We had 2 slow guys on the left side of our outfield. You had Andrew in left field and AJ in left center.
Hendo had a good game.
Hendo's
Ripping the
good.
ball to the left side. Allen too. I mean, Allen at the
kept
top
on
of that
ripping it up
order
the-
is just.
kept on ripping it up the middle against
They
us.
got a lot of consistent guys. If all their bats are there, they're not just good against us. Anybody's good against
and
us.
you have Craig on the other side too. So
Well, you scored 5 runs.
Craig, I got on base twice against Craig, so I'll take that as a personal
Did
win.
you play Bagz?
I came in the 7th inning because Ricky wanted to come up here and
Yeah, I wanted to put my shoes on early and get up here.
And I got in a bat, and Joe screwed me out of a base hit on a line drive. I hit down the line. He called foul, which I thought was fair, but it is what it is.
He probably wanted the game 10.
Yeah, I know. And then right after that, I grounded out to Craig. he threw a ball about 40 feet in the air, and I really couldn't do much with
Yeah,
it.
he's a pretty good pitcher.
So
Pretty good. But the
Pretty
Goons
much
are pretty bad.
after my at bat, it was more like
We have not found the stroke yet, so to speak. Bill, you've been
early.
quiet. Any thoughts on those 2 games?
I have absolutely none because I've been giving tech support to the board of directors because they can't figure out their email.
Snooze fest. Okay.
you're off the clock. Stop doing work.
No, I'll get paid for this.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
You're a
All
dirty
right.
liar.
So the third game of the day, the 1 o'clock game, Corp Phlegm, and it was a mercy. 20-5 final. The Corp defeating the Phlegm, and
You know,
I don't
what
really
I
want-
found interesting? They took out that kid, Kyle.
oh, it was like one of those Phlegm games where everybody
Yeah.
plays.
Yeah, like they.
That's,
You don't take out Kyle Clifford.
Yeah, like
that's every game.
Well,
of the
he's,
Phlegm,
they're
though.
going to end up losing if they keep doing that.
that's what I was saying.
I mean, they're going to lose him anyway.
I don't know. But
Facts are
He
facts.
played 1 game, and people are like, all right, he doesn't belong on the Phlegm.
one thing I'll take away from the Phlegm's first couple of games, obviously they're going to have their issues in the field, but they can certainly hit the ball.
They are going to
What did I-
demolish us.
What did I say in
On
my
June
write-up?
23rd.
They could hit, and no one's like, "Meh, no, it's a Phlegm." And I was like, they're gonna score a lot of runs this year.
All right, well, why don't you blow him?
It's a lot of guys. I don't know if I can handle that.
Suckling at the Phlegm teeth.
There's like 40 of them.
You'll blow Clifford right now. That's all.
Clifford. Well, if Clifford commits to the Castaways,
Doughboy's taking a load in the mouth.
anyway, yeah,
I can't confirm or deny that.
they're gonna kill us. It's gonna be great.
I don't think they're gonna kill you.
No, we're dead.
You have the worst attitude towards our team like I've ever seen.
First week he was up
Yeah.
here, and then now
I don't know. He was all gung ho at the end of last year when you guys went on that hot winning streak, and now he's gone down
He's like
real
the
fast.
first one that jumped off the ship already. Jesus Christ.
He's jumped
Winning
off the
streak,
ship
it was
3
one
times.
game.
It was 3 games, and I have this to say to Bagz right now.
Fair enough.
My attitude is my attitude. It's an attitude.
We're gonna have dueling soundboards now.
We have it already. Where's the comeback?
I haven't
I'm
been here. for
trying
like
to
10
find
minutes.
something, but I can't find
Okay.
it right now.
So, yeah, the Corp beat the Phlegm 20-5. And then the 2:30 game, which we thought would be the game of the week, Bacher Shockers. That rhymes. The Bachers ended up coming out on top after falling behind early, if I do believe. 14-8 the final, the Bachers season debut. Conroy on the mound.
Yeah.
And I didn't see Gary Boat Club. He was there. How'd he do?
I
Do we
think
know
he
how
hit
he
pretty
did?
well. I think he had a couple hits.
Gary Boat Clubs.
What's his real name again?
Diamond Gary Boat Clubs.
He's excited to play us, from what I hear.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's fired
Yeah, I
up.
heard he's talking shit about the Castaways already.
That's what I heard. But you know what? We'll save that for the field on Friday.
Probably beat the shit out of you.
Me?
No.
Yeah.
But definitely Greg.
He's bigger than me. He might.
Anyway, the Bachers win 14-8, their first win of the season. And that was the Sunday docket. So the standings as they are right now in the league, 1 through 8, are as follows.
1 through
You
9?
have, I'll go 9 through 1.
No, let's go 1 through 8.
No. Well, if I go 1 through 8, I'd be happier. In 9th at 0-3, the Goons. In 8th at 0-3, the Phlegm. Well, I guess tied. We're tied for 8th.
Yeah.
Bush Leaguers have only played 1 game, and they lost it on opening day. They're 0-1. Shockers are 1-1. The Corp at 1-1. The Bachers 1-0 after their win Sunday. The Castaways had a chance to go 3-0 and sit atop the standings. The Bombers got them, and they sit at 2-1. The Sharks are 2-0, and of course, there's a fucking surprise. The Bombers are 3-0 and sitting at the top of the league. And as we enter the third week,
Hello, Eddie. Eddie
that's how it
Carosa has
stands.
graced us with his presence. Hello, Eddie.
Eddie Carosa, he's in great shape, and he's back in the brace.
He looks hungry.
He's going to see if there's anything in the fridge.
There's cold cuts from the meeting 2 weeks ago.
They're still good, right?
Colquitt's never go bad.
Okay.
So, Rick, Lagoons being in last.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
You said that you guys haven't gotten mercied.
Yeah, we have.
We got mercied.
Before this podcast started, you're like, we haven't got mercy. The Phlegm's gotten mercy. That's why you're in last place.
What are you
You've been
talking
mercied
about?
Twice.
We've been mercied before, I'm sure.
No, twice. They've only been mercied once.
This season?
Correct.
We got mercied once this season.
Didn't you get mercy twice?
No, once.
Ooh.
We
Not
lost,
yet.
We lost 4-2 opening day.
So we'll get mercy when we play
then
the
we
Phlegm.
lost 18-3 to the Bombers, and then we've lost 18-5 to the Sharks.
So I guess the Phlegm should be. I think the Phlegm got mercy twice, right?
They got mercied by the Corp. Who else mercied them?
No, they didn't get mercy by the Sharks. They played the Sharks tough opening day.
No,
They lost like 7.
No, they didn't. It was like 7-1.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was 7-1.
Greg, you're
Because
talking out of your
no,
ass.
I predicted a mercy on opening day, and it
Okay.
didn't happen.
I'm an
Greg,
idiot.
as usual, Greg's talking with no facts.
I mean, there were some facts.
He should be a Democrat. You should register blue because he's talking with no facts.
Hey, I just got my voting card and it says rep. I don't know what that means.
Republican. That's what it means.
Okay. What's he talking about? Get him out of here.
You're too slow.
Beat it. All right, so Bill, we're gonna need you now. So stop with the tech support and let's get into this. We have our picks going, and we started last week. The first week was unofficial.
Yeah.
So as of this week, as we make our picks momentarily for Friday and Sunday, how does it say? I know you're excited for this portion of the show, Bill.
Do you want to go last to first?
Let's go last to first.
Tied in last, we have, I guess, hold on.
Oh,
I'm an
my
idiot.
God.
Tied in last, we have Bobby Willis.
What's the record? You gotta say the
Bobby
record.
Willis, Cobb, and Zach at 2. They picked 2 correctly. Next, another tie. We have Double A, Greg, Sean, and Mike O'Shea with 3. Can you relax? Ricky is next with 4, and I'm on top with 6.
Yeah, baby, second place.
You're the first loser, bud.
You just read that so awkwardly.
Because he's getting harassed by
So
Bagz
Billy
over here.
He shut my
is
board off.
winning with what, 5 correct picks?
6.
6 dick
should
picks.
So you're
5.
6 and
I am 6-0.
I have.
You are not. You're a liar.
No, I'm 6.
There was 4 games on Sunday. and
So I'm 4 and 2.
games on Friday.
Listen to the last podcast. You didn't pick the right one.
Yeah, I did.
Nope, you're
I
wrong.
listened to the podcast and made this today.
Greg,
at
would you
work.
stop
That's what
questioning?
did
I know
today.
he listened to it for a fact.
I wrote it all down last week and I posted it.
Which one did he get wrong?
I look when I get home. And I
He'd
would
still
fix
be
everybody.
he'd still be in the lead with
Oh
5.
yeah, he has 5. He doesn't have 6.
Yeah, give him a sweep. He's gonna crumble eventually.
He's gonna crumble this week. We're gonna make our picks right now.
No,
What?
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Oh, you want to do who stood out to you first?
Oh yeah, Greg,
whole-
you had something to say, buddy.
The corny topic that
Yeah,
you
who
made
stood
up?
out to you?
Caffrey was stroking.
He was.
He did look like
I'll tell you,
McCaffrey.
the when the wind is blowing out that way, and Caffrey hits the ball to right field, so much better than him trying to pull the ball over the left field fence.
He looked awesome.
He's got popped to the right
And
side. He
and
always did.
He played well in first base too. He made like a couple really nice plays.
You're
like
saying
him
the
at
calf is back. The calf is back.
Well, he's he's a little slender. That might be helping him.
He's got a nice beard,
Nice beard,
very well groomed.
and that's a
Kempt.
good one. He did stand out on Sunday.
He did. He did.
So
I was
you
gonna
said-
say. I
you
was.
said one right thing today, Greg.
I want to
Congrats.
fuck you. I'm not gonna care afterwards.
You were gonna care before.
I was gonna say the Sharks' offense as a whole, not necessarily surprised me, but just
Well, they could score
from
runs.
behind the plate, all those guys are hitting. Even like Cahill hitting solid line drives.
Who pitched for you guys?
Durante, and he
How
didn't
did-
even pitch badly.
He didn't pitch bad. I
Nope.
didn't see him. So
I no, he pitched all right, and it was windy, and the curve was working for him. But
didn't
they
matter.
hit the shit out of the ball. So
Well, he didn't give up 23 runs. So
no.
That's good.
you got that going for you.
Yeah, you're starting off good.
Yeah, we're in good shape. How'd we finish again?
Dead last.
Dead last?
I don't know. He had a good day
We
though.
got some good days though so far. Okay.
Is there anybody else? Anybody else has anyone that stood out?
Oh, Quackenbush's 2 bombs really stood out to me.
I was in here. I didn't see them.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Quintessential Quackenbushian shots to the right side.
Yeah, it's a fucking.
Well, there was one
No.
to the left side. It hit over,
Yeah.
over to the
Center.
boat. So it was a bomb.
That is a fucking surprise.
Yeah, Pino put one out too. So the
Pino
win.
put
That's right.
one
I
out.
forgot about that.
And he did not know that he put one out,
Correct.
which made it even better.
Well, it looked like it was gonna be a pop up, and then the wind.
First of all,
carried
from
it.
when he hit that ball, I was standing adjacent to the fence, and as soon as he hit it, I said home run. But I had a pretty good angle on it. You guys did not.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
You know what, Bagz? Suck it. And let's do our picks for this week.
Okay.
Billy, get the spreadsheet ready.
ready.
Is it Google Forms or is it Microsoft Excel?
It's Excel.
Fucking
Well,
1998.
we don't have Bobby Willis's or Mike O'Shea's picks
Yeah,
yet.
Bobby and Mike, if you're listening, you have till tomorrow at 7:50 p.m. to get your picks in.
I
for the-
did reach out to both of them,
the
and
weekend.
I've not heard back.
Otherwise, you're just out of the contest. That's it. You're done.
So who's going first?
Okay, so our first Friday night
We
game,
go by games.
Castaways Bockers tomorrow night, 8 p.m. It is a pick'em.
It's a pick 'em. That means no spread. Whoever wins, you're picking whoever wins.
It's a
Like,
pick'em.
you can't literally fuck this up.
Yeah.
I know. This
This-
is good.
this is no math.
Every game should be a pick'em. Anyway, Greg, I want to start with you because you're a dick.
I'm going Bockers. 7-4.
Spread doesn't matter.
I'm not writing numbers.
Bagz.
I like the Bagz as well. 9-5.
Trotter.
Like a work day.
Castaways 10-8,
You're such a hometown bitch.
and it's worked out for me. I'm
Yeah,
6-0.
Bockers, book it. 11-5.
Wow, that's a bit of a shellacking.
Well,
You know what, Trotter? I got to go with the
if
Castaways.
the shoe fits.
I got to go with the Castaways. Everyone's doubting us tomorrow.
I have no doubts.
All right. I like Trotter's confidence, so I'm going the Castaways, and I'm going to go 8-7, a tight one.
Ooh. I will not be here to watch it, but I look forward to hearing about it.
Who's the home team?
Bockers.
That really
You
matters.
going to that wedding tomorrow?
I was just wondering.
Not going to a wedding, but I do have a dinner in Bay Ridge, and I will be down after.
Yummy, yummy.
Fair enough.
Where
Is
you
it a guy's dinner?
It's a dude's dinner.
Where are you going?
We're going to, if it's not raining, Blue Agave in Bay Ridge. If it is raining, Gito's.
Bunch of bougie bastards.
Yeah, we get after it.
I respect it.
I do. I just call them bougie.
Yeah, they dock afterwards.
All right,
you should
so-
be upset.
All right, so 3 picks for the Bockers, 2 for the Castaways in that pick'em tomorrow night, 8 p.m. 9:30 p.m. We have the Sharks -2.5 against the Bush Leaguers.
It's a Bush League.
Second game of the year for the Bush Leaguers. 2 teams that are pretty tight off the field and have played some good games in the past. So real quick,
Sharks are home just before anyone.
explain to me what 2.5 means.
The Sharks are going to win by 3
The
or
Sharks
more.
have to win by 3.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Bush Leaguers to win outright.
Okay.
9-7.
You know what, Rick? I'm with you on this one.
Woohoo.
I'm feeling the Bush League of Magic tomorrow. I'm going to pick them to win 10-9. Bush Leaguers.
I'm also taking the Bush League.
Ooh, the love going around the table. Keep it going, Bagzy.
But I think they're going to lose.
Wait, what?
I think the Bush League is going to lose. They're going to cover, but they're going to lose.
What's the score?
9-8.
Sharks. 9-8 Sharks. Okay.
I like the Sharks to cover. Win 6-3.
Nice. Right.
I had to check my numbers there. He's correct.
Thank God Ricky doesn't teach math.
I never will.
America's future would be in doubt.
Billy, who you
I think it's still
picking
in doubt
because
that
you're a
he's teaching.
bitch?
I'm going Bush Leaguers to cover, but
Oh.
I think the Sharks are going to win.
Oh, wait. You mean exactly what Greg said?
What's the score, Bill?
I'm going to say 9-8.
Is there an echo in the Mayor's? I'd also like to point out the Castaway hat.
I think we should make Billy pick first from now on.
I
He's
think so,
picking
too.
first on this one, I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Freaking
So
bullshit.
those are your Friday night games tomorrow. We got Castaways, Bockers, a pick'em. We got the Sharks -2.5 at the Bush Leaguers. Should be 2 good games if all goes to plan and if the weather holds. What's the weather looking like tomorrow?
Looks good.
Looks
Good.
nice.
All weekend's looking pretty good.
I like it. You're looking pretty good, Bagz.
I always look good.
I know. That was a stupid thing to say. You always do. Let's get into Sunday. Father's Day. Usually a topsy-turvy day in Roxbury where you are flooded with the comment, and happy Father's Day to you. You probably got a couple kids you don't know about floating around out there. Shut up. Let me just let you know right now. Shut up.
Over under that said that day.
16,000.
I was going to say a million.
I'll take the over.
I'll be that thing to take the under.
Yeah, no, it's going to happen. Several times
Oh,
you
I
will
hate
hear
it.
it.
I hate it too.
You probably got a couple floating around out there, right? No, I don't. I would know about them, and I would take care of my kids. I'm not a fucking deadbeat.
There you are.
He's
Not in that sense.
He's
I take back my comment about you looking good. I don't. I just can't. I can't do it. Anyway, Father's Day. It's a shame that you guys aren't playing the Sharks
Yeah.
because that's usually your day.
No, it's a Flem's day usually.
Yeah, but didn't
We
the
beat 'em on
Castaways-
Father's Day last year.
Castaways did it to him last year. I'm not taking the Sharks, obvious. They are playing. Okay, we'll get to that in a moment. 10 a.m. game, Father's Day. Corp Goons. We're going to get it out of the way early. Corp -14.5
At Goons.
at Goons.
That's how you read it. Spread at team.
Okay, I'm taking the Corp.
Well,
That's a fucking surprise.
I'm taking the Corp in a mercy. I don't know when it's going to happen. I can't tell you it's going to be the 5th. I can't tell you it's going to be the 6th. I can't tell you it's going to be the 7th, but it's going to happen. Billy,
Yeah.
pick.
Corp.
Fuck.
What?
Fuck, I didn't. I meant to.
You have to give Billy like a harder game than this.
he didn't say it. He didn't say his score though.
20-0.
Oh God.
In a season where you're picked to finish last. And that's exactly what happens. Anthony, Corp Goons.
Yeah, I got to pick the Corp here. Sorry. I'm going to go 17-2.
Don't be sorry. Greg?
I'm gonna pick the Corp in 6 innings. 24-3.
Okay. Jesus Christ. And Sean?
I'm going to pick the Goons to cover. I'm probably wrong, but I got to try to go with my team here. I got to pick the Goons to cover.
Wow.
Okay, so you dig your own grave on that one. You know what? I play to win. I'm not going to go out there and,
Roll over.
Black Sox scandal this shit. I'm going to give it my all. It's just, my all's not great.
Like you have an option.
No. So that's a resounding Corp, except for Bagz, who's picking the Goons to cover.
Yep.
11:30 game.
You guys beat them last year. You never know.
That we did, but that was a magical run.
Anything can happen on Sunday.
11:30. Sharks minus 4.5 at Bagz.
There you go. I like it.
Okay. This is an interesting one.
Come on, Bill. Tell us what you think.
Yeah, Bill, you're going to start this one off. Bitch.
This one's tough. Penis! I think I'm going to have to go Bakers cover, but the Sharks win like 10-7 or not 10-7. Like 11-7 or 10-6 or something like that. I think it's 4 runs.
3 hours later.
Fuck you.
All right, so you're saying the Bagz cover, but the Sharks win.
Yes.
Bagz.
I like the Sharks to win that game outright.
Cover?
9-4.
That's cover.
So Bakers.
No.
Come on, Billy.
Sharks. 4.5.
Can you fucking open your ears?
9-4 would be 5.
Thought I was bad. Is Eddie just up here watching Wheel of Fortune?
Probably.
Is that where we're at here?
Yes, he
Yeah,
is.
he's drinking the beer. At the
Anyone
bar.
who's out there in Radio Land wants to join a handsome man in a shoulder brace for a beer and some Wheel of Fortune,
And
you're in
some
the
stale
wrong
pretzels.
place. You're in the wrong place right now. So did you get Baggs' pick in correctly?
Sharks.
Okay,
picked the
Sharks.
Sharks.
Yep.
Gregory, Sharks minus 4 at Bakers.
4.5.
4.5.
I picked the Bakers to cover. 7-4. The Sharks win.
Anthony?
Not only do the Bakers cover
Oh,
on
boy.
Sunday,
Bakers win.
Bakers win because it's Father's Day, and the Sharks never win on Father's Day. So I'm going to say Bakers win 8-6.
I'm going to pull such a trotter and pick the Bakers to win. In a low-scoring affair, 4-3.
Ooh.
So I got Bakers to cover.
Because the Sharks don't get it done on Father's Day.
Any reason for that, you think?
Coincidence, I think.
No idea. But
Strictly
we're
coincidence.
gonna roll with it till it stops working.
Until
So I'll take the Bakers to win that game, and also to cover. Hopefully, I'm reading this correctly, Anthony. I had the Shockers plus 12.5 at Bombers.
Correct.
Okay. We'll give Billy a break. Bagz, you start this one off.
With that spread, I got to go with the Shockers to cover that score. I don't think they win, but I
Greg's
like
shaking his head.
I like the Bombers win 11-5.
Okay. That brings us to Greg.
I think the Bombers merged them. Steve from the road couldn't throw strikes against the Bakers. Made it a tough game for them. I think the Bombers win 17-1.
You don't think the Shockers have enough firepower to stay with them?
No.
If their full team is, I mean, I don't know where those kids are.
The Bombers just scored 23 runs, right?
They did.
Yeah, but
With 8 people. And one of them was Piccioni, who couldn't run, and he got more hits than anybody. But
It was really like 7.5.
yeah.
was that a shot at Burns or?
No, that was
No, it's just the Bombers are good with 7.5 guys.
Is it a shot at Walter that we scored 21 runs? The wind was blowing. That was happening. Like people are gonna score when you hit the ball.
There was like 5 or 6 home runs in that game.
There was 3, but no big deal.
Okay. So you're picking the Bombers to mercy the Shockers. Shockers don't cover.
Correct.
Anthony.
It's a tough one. I think this line's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I'm proud of this line. Bombers have been struggling to have guys, that's hard to factor into. That's what I factored into the spread. If they have their full team, I think it's 14.5. But the way that they're having guys this year, it's hard to know what team's going to show up. And it's Father's Day, so the Bombers do like to get after it on Father's Day. With that being said, I think I'm going to have to go with the Shockers to cover. I think the Bombers will get up early, but then they're just going to start fucking around, and then I think it'll be a Mia Khalifa backdoor cover for the Shockers. So I'm going to say 15-3 Bombers.
Ooh. I like everything you said. going to pick the Bombers in a mercy. 18-3. 18-3.
Fair enough.
The Shockers do not cover. Brings us to our 2:30 game. Flying in over the horizon. It's the Castaways plus 5.5 at the Bush Leaguers. Billy, you're back in the hot seat. Who do you got?
I think the Bush Leaguers cover. I think we eke one out like 7-6 or 7-5.
You'd love to eke one out, wouldn't you?
What the hell are you talking?
I'm very confused.
What? Bush Leaguers cover. We're getting 5.5.
So that means the Bush Leaguers would have to win by 6, Bill.
I don't know what you just said. If we eke one out, the Bush Leaguers don't cover.
Where's that song, Bagz? Is it on there?
I
One I
hate
just
games.
had.
You are an idiot.
You said you got it before.
Clearly, I don't.
Bush Leaguers are minus 5.5.
That's why you can't let him go first.
So
No, I have to.
we're getting 5.5 runs.
I'm going to jump in here. Castaways cover. Bush Leaguers win 7-5.
Do a barrel roll.
Anthony, go ahead. We'll come back to Billy once he figures all this shit out.
These nuts. I don't know. We struggle against the Bush Leaguers very, very badly. They have our number. I'll give them that. So I'm going to pick them to cover and win. I'm going to say they beat us 12-5.
Oh, I picked you to cover?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay, I'm keeping it.
Yeah, why not? Happy accidents. That's what Bob Ross used to say.
You keeping track of all this, Trotter?
Yeah, but
What are you saying, Greg, as far as Castaways Bush Leaguers?
I think the Bush Leaguers are going to win and cover 13-7.
You think Nouse will be there Sunday?
No.
Can I change my pick?
No.
I can't change my pick?
That's a rule. If you say it, it's
I don't know if he's going to be there Sunday. I don't think he's
All
going to
right,
be there.
fine. I'll keep it. I'll roll the dice on the Castaways covering. Billy, who are you going to pick in that game?
I guess the Castaways.
Plus the 5.5.
Don't give a score, Bags. Just go,
I
please,
just,
God.
yeah, just move on from that.
Bagz?
Well, until I see otherwise, the Bush Leaguers have had the Castaways number like Double A said. I got to go with the Bush Leaguers to cover outright. Win that game 10-4.
10-4, Sarge. Damn.
I miss Cobb.
You know what? Cobb brings a certain silence to...
A certain, yeah.
There's a lot more room in here. No, Cobby, come on. Cobby. You know I kid, and I love you.
There's also an even amount of toes.
Oh, my God. Cobb, you can't see it, but I'm giving you the bow. You get the bow.
Aw.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know what you took before you got down here, but do it every single time.
Yeah,
because you're very entertaining.
Greg's in some kind of mood today.
The risk of heart disease is down with Cobb not being here.
Oh my God.
If we keep this up, he's never coming back.
That's a lie.
Stop it. You might be hanging later.
Whoa!
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
Thanks.
Too bad he won't hear this later, so.
Cobb, we love you and we want
think
you
he
back
listens
here.
to it?
Yeah.
I hope he does.
I think you listen to it at least 3 times a day.
At least 3 a day.
3 a day. On the way
How many
to work,
times do you listen to it?
Once a day. No, just once.
Once when it comes out.
Yeah, just to make sure.
How many times do you listen to it?
Very rarely, actually.
Yeah, I sometimes forget to listen to it. And I love the sound of my own
I
voice.
usually listen to it once.
I try to see, how things came out.
Usually your voice puts me to sleep, and I really can't make it through a whole podcast.
But that's good then. I'm soothing.
I did hear that people listen to us before bed.
That's nice.
That's
On the
good.
train, I heard it's kind of popular.
On the train, coming into work.
In the bathtub?
Why not? In
On the bowl.
bathtub.
I like to listen to on the bowl, if I'm going to be honest.
You on the bowl for 45 minutes?
No,
sometimes?
but then I'll continue with it when I get in the shower. So you can,
Nice.
You'd bring your phone into the shower with you?
No, I leave it right outside.
Okay.
I respect it.
I don't like that you
respect that.
listen to us naked. That's weird.
Oh, I'm butt naked.
I'm actually pretty happy about it.
I don't like it.
The Ricky's voice soothes me when I'm naked.
Yeah. Anthony in the shower, listening to the podcast.
When's the field going to get cut up?
Probably using a loofah.
I don't know.
Are you going to cut it?
I cut Breezy this week and it came out
Perhaps
perfect.
cut it
So I don't know what happened when I cut it.
tomorrow because there's games tomorrow.
How about we just don't let Double A cut a field anymore? Because last week it looked like I went to the third chair at Frank's.
People were complaining about it. I forget who it was. Like, who cut this? I'm
Andrew
like,
Lynn
There's all
said it.
squigglies and shit. out
He left at least 3 landing
he
strips.
was going for designs.
I was in a rush. It was the end of the day. If I didn't do it, it would have been nobody.
He was
would've
trying to
cut
carve the bridge across the outfield like they do in St. Louis with the arch.
it. Yeah,
And he left.
He almost pulled it off.
He left the lightning bolt.
dude. It was the end of the day. I didn't have a lot of time. I didn't get to make as many passes as I wanted to. I'm sorry.
You fucked up.
Hey, Alex can cut it.
That's okay.
He didn't want to do it.
Is there any real world subject matter you guys want to bring up?
How are you, Rick?
I feel great. School year's winding down.
True.
I'm about to go on vacation for 2 months.
Oh,
How's
shut
the
the fuck
transition to Rockaway?
It's fine. The Bell Parkway is frustrating in the afternoons, but in the morning it's
There's an opening at St. Francis.
Smooth sailing.
Just saying.
Is it for math?
No.
Because then I think I'm out.
No, it's
Well,
not.
it's not for statistics either.
No. Well,
I don't think they do statistics, to be honest. Can you teach religion?
yeah,
Can you?
sure.
Are you?
Reverend Rick.
I don't, but I can.
All right.
I'm an ordained deacon.
Yeah, on a website.
Would you? Exactly.
Yeah, I paid my money. I got my diploma.
What was it?
I went down to the marriage bureau and got a minister number. So fuck off. I went legit.
What's
Reverend
your,
Rick?
What's your number?
I don't have the number memorized, but I
So-
believe it's more than 4 digits.
How many people have you married?
3. I married Mike and Marianne, still together. I married Ralph's sister and her partner. They were divorced a month later. And I married my Uncle Paul and his second wife, still together. So I'm
So
2
you're
out
2
of
for
3.
3.
2 out of 3.
So you're
on
saying the
marriages.
next person that you marry is going to get divorced?
No. I'm not saying there's a pattern. I'm just saying that's the way things went down. Lovely ceremony, though, in Fort Wadsworth in Staten Island. All for nothing.
Well,
Did you have one of those priest gowns on and shit when you did this?
No. I typically just wear like a nice shirt. I'm not a priest.
You should wear like a deacon hat, one of those little pope hats or whatever.
I don't think deacons wear hats.
Shut the fuck up.
I think you're thinking of a bishop.
Yeah.
That's what he was thinking of.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
Raptors do play the
I'm not
Warriors
going to.
tonight.
Yeah, fuck the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about Kevin Durant so much that I don't want to talk about it. Having said that, the Knicks are probably going to sign him because it's the Knicks.
I don't care. Sign him. He'll play. He'll play eventually.
Yeah, I honestly,
Like
I
10 years.
don't care either. I'd take him. But that's all anyone's talking about. It's like enough already.
Yeah.
Just fucking fold the franchise with the Knicks. That's all I'm gonna
If
say
they
about
did,
it.
who would you be a fan of?
No one?
I'm on the Raptors tonight.
I would jump right on the Bucks train. Giannis
I'm definitely taking
Can
the
you
Raptors.
say his last name, please?
Antetokounmpo.
I don't know.
Antetokounmpo.
You know, I don't know why, but I'd probably be like a Memphis Grizzlies fan. Just random.
They have cool jerseys.
You could also go to the Brooklyn Nets.
No,
No,
fuck them.
fuck that. I'll never be a Brooklyn Nets fan.
Is it because they're like a New Jersey team at heart?
I just hate the Barclays Center.
It's horrible.
Being an Islanders fan, it's so hard. So
Being an
hard.
Islanders fan is
The
just
Barclays
hard
Center looks like a dumpster fire.
How is being an Islanders fan hard?
because it sucks.
Just have to go there.
They're making the playoffs again next year.
Yeah, but they're lame.
Not only are they
Stop
making
them
the
being
playoffs,
lame.
they're winning the Stanley Cup next year because I threw $100 on them to win this today.
So
Anthony.
that means they'll miss the playoffs next
Living in the upside down, where the Islanders win the cup every year.
Hey, I'll bet it every year until they win,
Oh
and
God!
then I'll bet double the next year.
Who's to be the captain next year?
Or you could send your kids to college.
What kids?
Nah.
You probably have a couple floating
You
around
have a
out
couple
there.
floating around there you don't know about.
They can go to They can go to Kingsborough.
Okay, by the bay.
Yeah.
I heard this Sunday
College
might
would be free by then anyway.
White Russian Sunday.
I'll tell you, that's scary. It's a scary prospect.
Who's working Sunday?
Jane.
Mother of God.
Whatever. She's got to make the pictures of White Russians for these savage animals to drink them.
Belly packed a cooler.
Double, you drinking any White Russians?
No.
Oh yeah, do we want beer tomorrow?
I'm being good this Sunday.
Didn't Michael?
Oh, you were not good last Sunday. You were having a grand old time chugging teas like a champ.
Yeah, I don't remember much.
It was disgusting. I did one with you.
Ricky threw everybody out, which I was not happy about.
He should have threw me out before the time he did.
Listen, everybody was thrown out when they had to be thrown out.
No, no.
Well, first of all, you challenged Double A to chug a tea.
Twice.
I was only there for one. He chugged it in
Maybe
about
3 times.
3 seconds.
And then you took my beer away from me when it was still half a beer left when I went to take a piss, and I was pissed about that.
Well, I would have given you a fresh one.
Yeah,
asked the one
I
who
had a
said
bad
no.
Sunday. We're gonna chalk it up to that, but I will be better this weekend.
Bagz is harboring a lot of resentment.
Yeah. Towards you.
You gave everybody the hook.
Listen, you get the hook sometimes.
And the clap.
I wanted to go home.
Hey,
So get.
shift ends at 7.
Go on, girl, get.
I went right to bed, and it was the best decision I ever made.
Shut up.
I ate some pizza. I watched Jaws and passed out.
I had a vodka parm hero from Boardwalk, and it was bliss.
The fuck is a vodka palm?
Like chicken vodka mozzarella instead of just regular sauce. Vodka sauce?
What kind of cheese was that?
Mozzarella.
Hey, gauge at each.
I walked into Tiberios and had dinner.
Tiberios. What is Tiberios?
On
Underrated.
116.
It's an Italian restaurant.
It's good.
In your goons garb?
They let you in there?
There's only one table at people's there. So I was like, yeah, I like to have a seat.
Nice sit-down meal.
How was it?
It was wonderful.
I've never eaten there, so I've heard good things.
Very good.
See, you're welcome. I threw you out. You had a nice dinner.
Yeah, but I wasn't ready to go home yet.
Wah.
That's why I stopped for dinner.
Well, you should have stayed later
for
on
you.
Friday. How about
And I
that?
had some wine, which I usually don't drink.
You had wine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Bag got after it a little bit.
He had some wine.
Yeah, he whined here, and then he went and drank some wine.
Exactly.
Oh, is this Sugar Shack open?
Why?
I'm hungry.
Is it open?
I don't know.
If
I
you
doubt
order
it.
Uber Eats right now, you can get Applebee's to your house before you get home.
I want ice
That's
cream,
true.
so I was kind of hoping it was open. I was going to
That's
hit that on
true.
the way home.
Well, Moose Tracks for the boys?
Yeah.
But I doubt it's open.
Mint Moose Tracks.
Stop
Get
it, you
out of
bougie
here with
bitch.
this
It's
mint
definitely
Moose
closed by
Tracks,
now.
you
It's
asshole.
first of all.
Mint Moose Tracks is a blessing to all of us.
Let's not get into that again.
All right, ready to wrap this thing up?
Sure. I'd like to thank my esteemed colleagues, Anthony, Greg, Bagz, and Bill, for being here on a Thursday. We have our picks in for the Friday and Sunday games, and we'll talk to you next week about the results. Until then, fuck Boston, and we will see you next week on Sundays Are for the Men. And if you're in your bathtub, enjoy the bath. If you're on the train, hope it's not too packed. If you are going to sleep, let my voice slowly let you list away to dreamland. After you get it in
That noise
with whoever
is so
you're
weird.
with.
Greg is a freak.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you in Roxbury over the weekend. Sundays are for the men, and we love you.
Meow.